How are the boys looking out there today for day one, pre-season?
Yeah, really good. I guess the exciting thing for us was we only had expectations of 12 coming back, and we had basically everyone other than Rory Laird back today. So, yeah, they all look good, they all look fit. Everyone says that at this time of year, but no, they all look great, and their skills were pretty good considering the win. So, yeah, we're pretty happy.
How impressed were you with them? They sort of seem to be hitting the gym all through off-season. Yeah, how impressed were you with that?
Yeah, it was a big focus of ours because we're a young group is to focus on their strength, a little bit of size, but mainly their strength, and they've certainly done that. So that's been one of the most impressive parts is the amount of skill work they've done and also the gym stuff that they've done. So a couple of guys in particular have put on a bit of size and look really strong, so it's good.
Who's impressed you out there today?
It was nice to see Isaac Rankin, see him move. That's pretty impressive, and yeah, we're all excited about working with him. But in terms of the guys that have put on size, Lockie Scholl, Ned McHenry, they look noticeably bigger. Cookie wasn't there today because of his sinus, but he's in really good shape. So some of those guys the younger guys who are a bit leaner have put on some really good size.
Would you like to see Isaac Rankin, build that fitness up and eventually play some midfield minutes?
I think he's definitely got that ability already, but that's certainly something that we're going to work on, and I guess my job is to get them fit, and Nixie can put them where he wants them. But yeah, from what I've seen so far, working with him in the off season and now, he's certainly got the ability to do that for sure. You might have seen his running today. He was up with all of our midfielders, so yeah, it's exciting.
How long till he takes the orange hat off, Burgess?
We had shoulder surgery. I think he's week 7 or 8, so probably for December he'll have the orange hat on, and then when we come back he'll start doing some contact work. So.
Lairdy just feed up on a yacht somewhere?
No, Lairdy's in ripping condition, and he's been in Noosa for a bit, and I've been getting some really good reports from some of the XD's players up there who've been training with him, and no, he's in fine condition. This is just the Laird protocol, and it's worked well for him. So, but I speak to Lairdy most days. He's in fine shape.
So he's training with a few Melbourne guys. Is that right?
Yeah, they just find themselves in different parts of Australia in holiday, and so a couple of the Melbourne guys messaged me and said, A, he's a good fella, which is unusual, but B, he's in great nick. So yeah, he's fine.
And Tommy, he's obviously just had recent shoulder surgery. Is he able to do anything at
Yep.
the moment?
Yeah. So he's just started a running program. And so he'll just work through that. He's only come out of the sling, I think, a week ago. So yeah, he'll just work through the running side of things. He did get a good body of work in before he went in, so that will hopefully hold him in good stead. But yeah, you'll see him running later in the week.
We saw Geordie here as well, but he was just sort of...
Yeah, I guess with a few of our guys, they're all on individual plans, and I think, long gone are the days where everyone does the same sort of thing. So Dorse is not due back until the 5th, so he'll be sort of floating around, but you'll see him running and doing the testing on the 5th with the rest of them. So he's okay. He's just on a bit of an individual plan.
And no time trials or anything?
On the 5th, I probably would have scheduled it for today had I known that everybody was going to be back today, but we didn't know. We give the guys the option. They're not due back, so there will be time trials on the 5th, so for sure. And they know that. So.
How does the pre-season look now for players, like in terms of running, all that?
Yeah, it's again a little bit different to the first one I did, but it's probably about 80-85% with the ball, and then 15% without. So we sort of judge it all by the GPS numbers and the load, and so if they get it all with the ball, I'm more than happy. But if they don't, then they know they've got to sort of see me and Wall at the end. So yeah, but I'd say it'd be about 85-15.
Do you have a kind of, with the running, I guess the 15%, how many Ks you want them to cover?
Sure.
Do you have that? Can you kind of give us a rough figure?
Yeah, look, it depends. The middle of January, they might be doing 15, 16K a session, but now we're easing them into that. But yeah, we have that all planned, and then we adjust it on the fly depending on where they're at, how hot it is, what they've done the day before, all that sort of stuff. So
yeah. You ease them into the 15, K section kind of thing. You start at like 5.
Yeah, so we might start at 8 or 9K, and then build up over, each week you might add 10, 15% until you get to whatever you think the max target is. And every club's different, and every club does it differently, but that's the way we sort of do it here.
Any sort of mysterious sort of development for yourself, Burjo? There's the sort of hundreds. There's a couple that you like to keep people
Yeah,
busy.
I need to come up with something for sure for them for the last session before Christmas, so they know something's coming. And I haven't come up with anything yet, but we'll think of something for sure. So.
And just with respect, obviously, to Fisher, are you able to shed any light on how it came to him needing personal leave? And then I'll ask you maybe a question about where to then after that.
Yeah, look, that's Fisher's. I need to respect Fisher's personal situation. We're trying to give him as much support as possible. He's doing a fair bit of work over in Melbourne. He's been given a program by us, and our staff is in constant contact with him. But that's for Fish to deal with, and yeah, we need to sort of respect his privacy on that.
Are you able to shed any light on sort of how it came about? Like, did he just come to the club to say, I'd like some time off? Are you allowed to?
Yeah, I'm probably not really in a position to do that, just out of respect for Fish and that situation. So. And
the expectation is that he returns after Christmas?
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, we have Josh Manuel in constant contact with him to give him a daily program, and that's probably about where it sits.
So you're confident that it's not going to be too much of a setback in terms of fitness, given he had interrupted pre-seasons the last 2 years, and everyone's kind of said, he needs that really good pre-season.
Sure, yeah. I guess the good thing about it is he's not missed a session for us, and we give our guys individual sessions, and he's ticked them all off. So from that point of view, we're really happy with where Fish is at.
In your experience, Burjo, how much does, for Fisher perhaps spending time with family, or in any other individual case having a breakaway, what effect positively can that have on an athlete?
Yeah, what we know is important is spending time with family. So we give all of our players as much time as they can with their family, at their home, wherever that might be. So I don't think you can put a price on that. But that, for me, even though my job is to get them fit, it's equally as important that players are happy as they are fit, for sure. And that's only then that we get the best out of the players.
How does second pre-season with the Crows, how do you kind of benchmark them with how they're tracking against Melbourne?
Yep.
How they're tracking?
Yeah, you can, and we're tracking really, really well. Like in fact, a couple of the players asked me on the way back in, how is that compared to previous teams you've worked with? And I can honestly say we're in at least as good a position physically, if not better. It's so early days, but certainly the pre-season that we have planned for them is similar, if not more and better than some of the clubs I've worked with in the past, including the Ds.
So size or speed for you, Burjo?
Yeah, good question. I'll always take speed, for sure. But with a young group who play a contested brand of footy, there is a certain size requirement that we need that is hard to get in a group that's the youngest in the league. So that's certainly a focus for us as well, to try and fast track that as much as possible.
And where's Sloney at in terms of his recovery?
Yeah, he's looking good. I don't know if you saw him out there, but he probably could have done some of the drills today, but we'll just take it a bit slowly, particularly in that pre-Christmas period with Sloney. He's looking really good. He certainly I should have mentioned him earlier, he certainly put on some good size. And yeah, he's in a great position right now to tackle most of pre-season.
So 3 or 4 months till round one. Is he legitimately tracking for that, do you think, or would you prefer to be cautious with him?
I will certainly be cautious with him, given obviously the extent of the injury and who he is. But at this stage, he's doing everything right to best prepare himself for round one.
When do you think you'll start to see him do some of that ball work and some contest work?
Contest work will be after Christmas, but certainly he'll be involved in some of the skill work before Christmas. So you'll see that in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Everyone else tracking okay, Burjo?
Yeah, all good. Yeah. No issues at all. Like really good.
We'll look forward to that Caleb's training in the running.
Yeah. Zachy only just came back. He made the long drive from Melbourne, so he was a bit behind the 8 ball. So I probably should have gone easy on him today, but that's not my style. So.
Mind if I just ask you about seed?
Yeah, I don't have heaps on him, other than he's done a mountain of physical work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have much more on that, on when he might be joining in or anything like that.
I suppose my question is more like, for a player who's missed so much football, is one pre-season realistic to prepare anyone to play AFL footy?
Yeah, one of the good things about Cito is his skill is his weapon. Yep. So we're really confident if he ticks all the boxes that he needs to from a from a concussion point of view, that you'll find everyone will see that he won't have missed a beat because he's such an elite kick and elite with his skills. So perhaps if it was someone else, it might be a different story, but because it's him, we're confident he'll be okay.
He spent time with a specialist in Melbourne.
Yeah,
Do you know if that's still happening?
Yeah, he's in constant contact with a few specialists, both here and overseas, and they're assessing him and they're helping guide our excellent medical team on how to progress.
So does he still have symptoms?
I don't know, and I probably would rather not sort of comment on that, but at the moment he's tracking really well, as good as he has been.
Is he responding, I guess, well to, exercise? I guess that's what
He is.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
so he's not,
yeah.
That's not really triggering anything,
No.
I guess, yeah.
No, he's in a really good state at the moment.